Hello, my name is Jennifer Brand, and I'm presenting my advertising campaign and marketing plan to the representatives of Lincoln Avenue Brewery. This first slide represents the executive summary and introduction. Lincoln Avenue Brewery, or LAB for short, is a local, family-owned and operated brewery. LAB was founded in 2018 by Grant and Lisa Saylor on Lincoln Avenue in Bellevue, Pennsylvania, and this was after Prohibition was lifted in 2015. LAB offers a diverse selection of high-quality beers and food sourced from local area vendors. LAB also operates a small music venue for visitors to enjoy live music from local artists. The brewery also has a weekly trivia night as well as a Sunday brunch. LAB is passionate about supporting the local community as well as ensuring they're a consistent place where everyone is accepted and welcome to enjoy good food, good beer, and music. This slide gives an overview of the various topics that I will be discussing today, starting with the company as a whole, going over the SWOT analysis, the situation analysis, the marketing strategy into the marketing mix, presenting the advertising campaign with the hero ad and various subordinate ads, going into the closing summary, as well as thank you, contacts, and website links. This slide represents the overall company. So LAB is a hometown staple in Bellevue, Pennsylvania. Lincoln Avenue Brewery prides itself on being a reliable venue for locals and visitors alike to enjoy high-quality beers and foods sourced from local vendors in a friendly, welcoming environment for all. They have a various selection of products. So the products here are characterized in between the brews itself and then the food. They offer various diverse beers, including the Jalapeno Machete, Blueberry Goes, as well as others. They have various food offerings as well, including the Old World pretzel, pickle dip, burgers, as well as Sunday brunch with various food items as well. As far as positioning goes, LAB has high quality beer and food, reliable service, as well as a friendly and welcoming environment for all. As far as the SWOT analysis goes, this evaluates the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that face LAB. As far as the strengths goes, they have loyal customers. The location is convenient for walking, especially in the Bellevue area. The brewery has a welcoming and a community feel, and they're also a member of the Pittsburgh Breweries Guild. Various weaknesses also face LAB, including various staffing issues, specifically with the kitchen, difficulty with name and brand recognition. They're having challenges with getting their name out there and known to the public. The location is also rented, so it's dependent upon a lease. In addition to the strengths and the weaknesses, there's various opportunities that LAB has, including that they can expand and be a live music venue. They can participate in various beer festivals. They can expand to a larger production facility and then other tap rooms, and they can offer additional happy hour offerings as well. And then the threats that face LAB include larger breweries in the area or restaurants with the ability to expand to other locations, any future staffing shortages that can face the brewery, and they're not currently participating in beer festivals like other local breweries have had success with. Next up is the situation analysis. For market demographics, we identified a primary and secondary market. Under the primary market are local young professionals and the millennial age bracket for individuals within the 20 to 40 age group. We also identified the local young families in the primary market. These would be any families with kids or just looking for a family-friendly environment, which LAB provides. Our secondary market includes visiting professionals, visiting families in the 20 to 50 age bracket. Another subset in the secondary market are brewery fanatics or individuals and families taking Pittsburgh tours of the city. For market growth trends, there is a population increase in Bellevue. There was the removal of prohibition, as well as an increase in popularity of breweries as a whole and the brewing activity in general. Moving on to competition, direct and indirect competition exists. Direct competition is when businesses offer the same product or service with the same target audience. Indirect competition is when businesses offer different products and service, but have the same target audience. So for direct, we have all the different breweries, Grist House, Penn Brewery, Voodoo Brewing, Southern Tier Brewing, all in the northern area of Pittsburgh. Indirect, we have various wineries, liquor stores and state stores, and local restaurants that serve alcohol. This next slide is the marketing strategy. The first up is value proposition. So providing diverse, high quality beers and foods sourced from local vendors in a welcoming environment for all. As far as marketing objectives go, LAB should increase awareness of their brewery through social media platforms, word of mouth, and local event appearances. This will ultimately attract a greater number of customers to the brewery and overall have an increase in sales. For the target market strategy, local and visiting young professionals and young families, as well as brewery fanatics who are seeking a welcoming brewery experience in Pittsburgh, is the subject of the target market. For branding perception, Lincoln Avenue Brewery represents a local, family-owned and run, welcoming environment for everyone to enjoy, for a place to eat, drink, and enjoy local events, including trivia nights and live music. I've also attached my creative brief, which you can see a snip of here, as well as access it directly within this presentation. This next slide represents the marketing mix. So as far as promotion goes, I discussed the advertising campaign on the next slide, as well as show visuals of those. For advertising distribution, this will be done on social media platforms. So every ad is configured to fit well on various social media sites, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, sites like that, as well as the social media platforms. Word of mouth, especially around the Bellevue area, will be used, as well as local event appearances in the Pittsburgh area. There are various key performance indicators, or KPIs, that will be useful to LAB. These include the number of visitors to the brewery, the number of mentions on social media, so the mentions can be categorized between beer, food, and events, the number of beer sales, if this will have an increase or decrease in sales, and then the number of food sales, as well as an increase and decrease in sales. As promised, here is the advertising campaign. So as you can see, I have 4 visuals that represent social media ads to be used across Lincoln Avenue Brewing's social media channels. So the first one on the left of the beer being poured is the hero ad, followed by 3 subordinate ads that LAB can use across their social media platforms. These also have the ability to be printed and used as posters, but they are constructed to be used with one of the most successful ways of advertising nowadays through social media. The advertising campaign focuses on attracting more customers to the brewery, as well as increasing the brand awareness of the brewery, the LAB story, reflecting on the removal of prohibition in Bellevue, which is the overall theme of the ad campaign, and then highlighting the high quality products with the beer and the food. Each slide following will show each ad separately. So here is the hero ad. We have Lincoln Avenue Brewery highlighted at the top, where it's located, when it was established, and then beer so good that Bellevue had to end prohibition to bring it to you. Following the theme of prohibition, the subordinate ad number 1 highlights when Bellevue prohibition ended, and then also highlights the come to LAB, as well as an overall prohibition theme. The next subordinate ad continues on the prohibition theme with a graphic in the background, and as well as showing off one of their staple food items, the Old World pretzels. So it highlights the food item, highlights where to try it, and continues with the overall theme of prohibition. And then the final subordinate ad number 3, continues with the prohibition theme. Prohibition ends at last graphic with a background of Lincoln Avenue Brewery and their flagship location in Bellevue, and then highlights one of their featured brews, the Blueberry Goes, and then a photo of that as well. In closing, if this work is successful, including the campaign, all the ads that come with it, and all the strategies mentioned prior, in the short term, LAB will be able to participate in beer festivals and really get their name out there and have brand recognition from the community, Pittsburgh as a whole, and just overall be better recognized. LAB will be able to open up in other urban tap locations and maybe even other local restaurants, which could also have a direct increase in sales. And then finally, for short term, they will have expanded social media ads as a result of the advertising campaign. In addition to short-term success, There's various long-term opportunities that face the brewery as well if this work is successful. Long-term success looks like a larger production facility up and running in an area near their current flagship location in Bellevue. And then in addition to that, there will be, on the long-term side, there will be expansion for more tap rooms in other areas. So maybe even expanding in addition to the urban tap locations that LAB currently has offerings at. In closing, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the advertising campaign as well as the marketing details. And you can visit the website here to learn more, and you can find me on LinkedIn as well as other various contact information here. Thank you for your time.